Hi everyone, it's Alison Wheeler, a business coach, and I am here with one of my amazing clients, Zonya Bird from Creative Bird Designs, based up on the Sunshine Coast here in Australia, an absolutely amazing graphic designer and a brand expert. So all things graphic design, branding, she is your gal. And Zonya, though, I would love you to jump out and just tell people about your business and what you do. I know you have bucket loads of experience, which allows you to really do just such an amazing job. You did some work for me recently again with some logo designs, etc. So I could put it on uniforms, which was amazing, and you're so quick. But I would love you to jump on out.
Sure, Alison. Hi, everybody. Zonya Bird. I'm a very experienced designer, and I still love my job. Created Creating design for businesses and branding is one of my passions, and it enables businesses to shine with their image and to be able to sort of put their hand above everybody else. And so including in that branding is also having the ability to implement that brand across a whole range of promotional material, whether that's with print, whether that's digital, whether that's for the uniforms, and whether that's on your website. All our branding, it needs to be cohesive so that everybody can identify your business and that you remain professional across all of the spaces wherever you're seen. So that is the idea of a graphic designer. And there's a lot of experience that goes into that. It's more than just a logo. It's not just a logo. It's the whole brand. It's got to be seen holistically in every part.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, branding is so much more than just downloading a logo off the internet and thinking that will be okay. That might be okay to starting point, but as you want something that speaks your brand voice, right, and connects with your ideal client, that you can then also keep, because we know that people need to be omnipresent across multiple platforms now. But if your brand is all different across all platforms, it's very confusing for your customers. It doesn't send out a message of someone who's a professional, someone who knows what they're doing. So the importance of that. I know, though, that you go beyond just the logo, go beyond the logo, go beyond those things. You also develop, brochures and pull up banners. And I've seen some of the amazing work that you do that really allows people to have a whole entire kit. And you do signs, designed for signage for businesses as well. Like like you said, it's that whole holistic viewpoint of being able to elevate a business to bring them into the forefront of their customers' mind, and that messaging connects with their customers to draw customers in, right? So that, and not repel people and not repel customers, or not send out a confusing message. I say that all the time. I'm like, yeah, but what do you actually do? I don't
Correct.
understand.
Correct. There's the terminology that's thrown around so much these days is brand strategy, brand voice, brand this, brand the other. And they're just terms that are quite a modern take on what, as a designer that's been trained in the days when things were done by hand, the concept is still the same. It will never change. There always has to be the message that you want to convey has to be clear and concise. And if you have to explain your brand in any way, shape, or form, or what you do, it means that your message has missed the mark altogether because it's not getting across who you are, what you do, and what you offer to your client. So even though it's the terminology is brand messaging, it's still very much part of what your business is to be about all across the platforms.
And I think that's a piece of gold you've just dropped there, and a question for people to ask is, are you actually having to explain what you do further? Or is your brand speaking for you? And if it's not, get in contact with Zonya because she can help you out. Now, you are also
Absolutely.
you are one of my amazing coaching clients. So do tell me, like, why did you start coaching, and how has it benefited you?
Okay, so I've been in business for myself now. This is my 14th year, and it's just me, myself, and I. And you can only get to a certain limit without the assistance of other people. I know what I can do. I have a very big skill set in my own sphere. but I don't have all of the skills to be the other parts that I need to be in my business. And that's really the whole point of taking in a coach, pointing those out, rethinking. And as Alison has done many times, I have to have many hats. And it's learning the skills, having the support of somebody to enable me and empower me and to keep me accountable to make sure I have been wearing those hats, which sometimes fall off and don't get put on that week. And then I'm reminded the following week, did you wear that hat today? No, I didn't. I did this hat. We still need that hat on. So that is one of the key reasons of having a business coach, is to be accountable if I'm wanting to grow, because it's all about growing the business.
Absolutely. And how do you feel that, like what have been the benefits of us working together? What have you found?
Pushed out of my comfort zone massively, and that's still happening. That's a hard pill to swallow sometimes, especially if you've been in business and you know your own space extremely well. But in order to grow, you actually have to go out of the familiar couch. And that is a very hard one to overcome. And it's still one that I am working on very much, week in, week out. Um, the other part that that Alison's very good at is, apart from being made accountable, she'll ask you a question that you really think you have the answer, but when she delves in a little bit deeper, you actually have no idea. Therefore, it's pulling that apart to then find the answer. So it's like the many layers on an onion to get to the heart of the issue. And so one of my take homes has been way back. One of our earlier sessions was, we talked about monitoring time and knowing how time can run away. And you quote for a job. And I thought I was good at my quoting of a job, which, I am generally. But what I discovered is that by Alison reminding me, put a timer on, see how long it is actually taking you, there was an assumption that I knew that I could do it in this time, but anomalies come in and then it ended up taking an extra 10 or 15 minutes, which were not accounted for. So the client gets an extra 15 minutes of time free. And so by adding up all of those extra 15 minutes on a job, I've lost an hour in a day. And so being reminded that you need to be accountable for all of those minutes and scheduling, something I hadn't thought about at all. That is the benefits of having a coach, because they bring other things into your business that you don't think about.
Yeah, things that you can't see. And also then that allows you, one, to take control of your time back, right? But also then restructure your pricing so that you're actually pricing correctly and you're charging correctly, which then increases your profit, increases your revenue, because so often service-based businesses are undercharging.
Yes.
It's really common, particularly women in service-based businesses more than ever, right? It's that whole undervaluing ourselves. So I mean, you are amazing at what you do. So for people who are listening, how do they get in contact with you if they are wanting graphic design, assistance with their brand, and all things getting their business assets together to be able to get themselves out there more? How do they get in contact with you?
Okay, there's several ways. You can go to my website, creativebirddesign.com.au. You're able to send me a contact via there, phone me, email me. You can check out socials, both on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, send me messages in any way. So there's many different ways you can contact me, and I will respond. That is a guarantee straight away.
Awesome. So guys, do reach out to Zonya, Creative Bird Design, have a conversation and make sure that your branding is on point and really getting that message home and connecting with your customers. Thank you so much, Zonya, for jumping on. I truly appreciate your time.
And thank you for having me. Appreciate that. Thank you.